It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro?
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Rock it. You go forfeit. 61.
And a flag out right away, and I believe our day will begin with a 1st and 15. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Lawrence going to put it up right away. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
I'm ready.
2nd and 5. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. 7 yards there and a first down. The Jaguars at 2-8 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken from about the 12. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their second drive here at the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
A very solid gain of 27.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in the block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They go play action now. Lawrence under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson 27 yards. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety.
I'm not sure they mentioned it as a goal during the week or even talked about it in pregame, but the way they're playing right now, they want this game out of reach by halftime. Not only does the safety just demoralize the opposing offense, now your guys can run out there and try to add another 6 to their lead.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
To throw is Jackson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. George Karlaftis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot, and here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Look at me. Go. Let's go.
They'll run left with Pollard. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. James Prochet deep for Baltimore. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at him in order to try and get the upset win. Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. This one completes Alec Pierce. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Now Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Max Borghi from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw there into the hands of Ross. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Hey, report! Report! Hey, report! Report!
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's got Pierce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Report! Report!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this touchdown.
Max Borghi as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called.
Let's go.
final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's got a man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Ravens take over first downs at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Go. 13.
Now a handoff running through the middle. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there. You don't deserve anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Finish it off. Hey, middle. Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Yo.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. He's at the 50. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On first down, Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes, right side. 20, 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. Extra point try now for Santoso. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No, we changed it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
4th down, here's Jackson.
Bateman's got it on the crossing route here.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Hey, hey.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And now here's another interception. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got room.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 120 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense so far on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 4th down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
They're definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a pass hauled in downfield.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Again, it's Lawrence.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
He finds Pierce. It's complete.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces.
We never